Let me focus on what is today the major challenge for the Europeans, which is the Russia aggression against Ukraine. And through this war, we Europeans, we have rediscovered the world the way it is. We have rediscovered the harshness of the world. And we have discovered also that we were not prepared to face such a situation, such challenge. And we were not prepared because we built a project, the European Union, which was built exactly in opposition to the very idea of power politics. What do we see today? We see two violent conflicts in the world, very violent, one in Ukraine and the other in the Middle East, and which is at stake? Geography. What matters? Land. Europe has reacted in a remarkable manner that was neither guaranteed and not expected by Russia. But adding up all the elements of the support, economic, military, financial, humanitarian, refugees, our support to Ukraine has been the most important in the world. Russia has not yet lost the war and has not changed its strategic calculations. And now we are entering a new and delicate phase of this conflict. And in this context, the important thing for us Europeans is to call for Ukraine to continue resisting. And I think this should also be the call from the American side. And the possibility of a conventional high-intensity war in our borders cannot be ruled out. And we are working on this scenario. We, Europeans, increase our strategic responsibility. We have been too much depending on the NATO and US umbrella. Europe must stand on its own feet in matters of defense as soon as possible. I am strongly convinced that Europe's strategic responsibility must be developed inside NATO, where the European pillar should be developed, but also from our side. And allow me to say that I understand that the US may have other strategic priorities outside Europe. If the United States were to disengage from Europe, the credibility of the alliances of the US with the rest of the world would be undermined. Your credibility would be at stake. We Europeans and US, we are deeply intertwined. Our interests are deeply intertwined. And we should do more together in order to prevent Ukraine losing this war. The awakening of Europe should not imply that the US should rest easy. I think that we both have to remain vigilant because our strength comes from our unity.